How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. I finished box 2 of the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and this is about 105 pages of it in the manual right here. You can see from box 2 to box 3, it's right here. I still have this from box 1, and I added a few pieces of leftover Legos. What you get in box 2 is just a frame. I added a few minor pieces to the drivetrain from box 2, and it also comes with these seats. However, I cannot put the seats on here and then put the frame on there because it doesn't really fit. You have to put the frame on first and then put the seats. Going through this, it wasn't that interesting to me. In fact, it was a little boring because all of this was just a frame. It doesn't have any moving parts. It's just, you know, just a piece like this. What I noticed, which might be obvious to some people, is that every single piece requires several pieces of little connector things in order to attach to another piece. So I'm just gonna put this right on top of this drivetrain. And you see, this fits just fine. And this, the back side requires me to adjust that a little bit. So these guys come all the way out. I need to adjust those so that is seated properly now. The frame mounts to the drivetrain mainly through these red pins here. So you see 2 of them is over here. There's 2 more right here, 2 more right here, 2 more right here, and 2 more right here. Same thing on the other side. All you can see is the steering right now. The forward reverse is completely hidden by these 2 panels. The PDK thing, you can only see a glimpse of 2 of the gears right here. And then the engine, you can barely see it right now, and it's going to be hidden some more after you put all the panels on. Box 310 pages later, it's finished. They didn't tell you to put the wheels on yet, but I put them on anyway just because I like to look at them and see how they fit in into the whole thing. When I went to build the body around the rear wheel, I actually had to remove them because it was in the way. Now I removed the seats for a very good reason, because all this time I've been tracking how to remove the frame from the drivetrain, because at some point after I finish this, I want to be able to know exactly all the points I need to get to in order to lift the whole thing off. For the most part, you need to remove all the red pins that are anchoring it to the drivetrain, but there are 2 extra ones right here that are the blue ones that are anchoring it to the drivetrain as well. And in order to get to those are a little bit hard. You have to decouple these little things right here, and actually the hood is not attached after you do this. But after you do that, you can see this whole thing comes right off, and I got what I have before. Let me show you a close-up. These are the pins I'm talking about that you have to remove. If you shake it a little bit, then it comes right off. Just like that. And here's the whole body removed. The 4th box is done. It's another 95 pages in this manual. So I got all these plastic bags here that came from this thing. This is quite a lot. Everything you see here, I took out of the box and assembled. There's this left over now, and the manual. All these are empty. I'd say to rate the boxes, I had the most fun in the first box because of all the gears. The second most fun box is the 4th box, which included the fender, the hood, the doors. There are these radiators in the front that you build, and also the wing, which made it pretty interesting to me because you assemble this and you see the car come together and you see the lines like this. And then the fender, because in the real Porsche, the fender's a little high up and it comes down towards the middle, just like the way it is like here. Now the 3rd box is not as fun. It's mainly the base of the body. So you don't really see anything. You're just building stuff at the bottom. And so that's why it's number 3. The least fun, of course, is box 2, and I covered this already, is the frame. And you're just doing a lot of mundane tasks to put the frame together. That's all hidden now. You can't really see any of the frame. Maybe over here you do. And that's it. Let me just go over the features of this thing that you'll see. This thing weighs 5.5 pounds. Look at this. It's massive. Oops. The luggage came out, but you see at the bottom here, there's no bottom to the luggage. So it's just kind of just for show like that. Let me just zoom in and show you all the features of this thing after you put it together. Of course, you got the lid, the luggage in here. You got the front radiator right here, the hood that opens up, the circular lights that Porsches have. You got the specially printed fender right here with the grills. You have yellow calipers right here, the rims that are specially made for this car, doors that open, and then the intake thing, if you push this here, it swivels. And again, you open the door. You see the mechanism right here that opens the door. And then you can change the gears with this. You can't really turn the wheel from the driving wheel because there's too much grip on the tires. The bucket seats here, you can see that swivels a little. And then the adjustable rear spoiler, you can make it go maximum like this. You wouldn't want to go like this because then it'll take off like an airplane because it's going to give you lift. And then the rear trunk, you open it up like this. And then if you peek down there, you can still see two of the pistons moving. You spin the wheels. And you can see the exhaust here and this line trying to make it seem like it's rounded. And then you got the rear lights decoration. On the passenger side, you have the Lego VIN number, and you can't do much with the dash here. I didn't put the stickers in yet, so. And then you got forward, neutral, reverse. You'll notice there's no forward windshield, no rear windshield, no windows. I guess since it's clear, they can kind of leave it out and it'll still be okay. This is pretty much a semi-functional model. Of course, it's not going to roll around on its own. It's not remote control or anything. Nonetheless, it's still really impressive to look at, and I really enjoy just looking at all the features and stuff on this. Especially the intake portion here, just all the curves is really nice looking. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, I do have a referral link down in the video description below if you're interested in getting one of these for yourself. Give me a like over here, comment down below, let me know what you think of the set, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.